A train carrying former Georgian President Mikheil Saakashvili and his supporters has been prevented from leaving a railway station in Poland for Ukraine. This action serves to deepen a standoff between Saakashvili and the Ukrainian authorities. The ex-Odessa governor had intended to return to Ukraine despite being stripped of Ukrainian citizenship by his one-time ally, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko. But the train was stranded at a railway station in the Polish town of Przemyśl. The woman in charge of the Ukrainian train, Inna Smirnova, said she had been ordered by the authorities, she declined to specify whether Polish or Ukrainian, to stop the train from leaving until Saakashvili got off. A spokesman for Poroshenko has not been available for comment. A statement by the Ukrainian National Police denied it was behind the stopping of the train. Now Saakashvili and his team are on a bus headed towards the border. While Saakashvili was on the train, he had this response.
Poroshenko took all the passengers of this train as hostages and is telling everyone that no one will go anywhere. There are children here. They're ordinary Ukrainian citizens who want to get home. But to stop the whole train on foreign territory in European Union, hundreds of passengers. Have you ever heard of anything like this?
So we come back to the studio now, and we have on Skype Sébastien Gobert, a French journalist who was on the bus coming across the border with Saakashvili. Sébastien, hi, thank you so much for joining us in the studio. So can you tell us the mood and what's going on right now? We know that the train carrying Saakashvili and his team and people was prevented from crossing the border. So what's going on now?
Well, actually, the trains were not even prevented from, crossing the border. The thing is that they were prevented from getting to the border. We never left the Polish train station. And so we had to wait over 2 hours. And, basically nervosity and tiredness and also hunger are increasing. And basically, the morale is not so high, I would say, because no one really knows what is going to happen. No one really knows how this situation is going to unfold and when. When it comes to Saakashvili, his family members and political support, everyone is really worried because the fact that the train couldn't leave the Polish train station actually means that the Ukrainian authorities really decided on not letting Saakashvili back in the country. And as for the journalists, well, basically, it's a combination of patience and nervosity, I would say.
And so, what's going on right now? You guys right now are on a bus. So what's the plan now? And if you could speak up a little louder for us, if that's possible.
Yeah. So we are now on a bus to the Polish border. It seems to me that we're going to Krakowiec, which was actually the initial plan, which was abandoned earlier in the morning. And Saakashvili is going to try to cross the border at this point, at least to show himself to the Ukrainian border guard, so they can check whether he can be let in the country or not. So right now we're driving. We just left the city of Przemyśl, and I believe that there is something like 45-50 minutes to go to reach the border crossing point.
And so who is on the bus with you at this point, other than Saakashvili?
Well, Saakashvili, his family member, namely his son and his wife. There is Yulia Tymoshenko. There is basically, I would say, between 7 and 10 political personalities of Ukraine, mostly MPs, and something like 30 journalists from different countries, from Georgia, from Ukraine, from and from Poland.
All right, so we're going to check back in with you when you're nearing the border and to get an idea of what's going on in that time. Thank you for joining us, Sébastien. We'll have more news in a minute.